Ooh, guys, so I lied. I'm actually going to be here today. It's your boy Darren Green back with another one of these episodes. You know, I think this is episode 219. I think so. I believe so. Yes. How y'all doing today on this glorious Saturday? Because y'all going to get this on Saturday, honey. Even though I'm taping this on Friday morning, child. Yeah, I'm taping this early in the morning. I have to go to work today. And I don't want to just like worry about taping the show right after I get off work, child. You know, I'll be stressed out, child. So I think it's best if I record it now, and then when I come back, I'll edit it and all that. I'm over here telling y'all behind the scenes stuff, child. I don't care about that. How y'all doing? I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving, honey. I had a great one, honey. Had my nice little fried turkey right here back home. Okay. While everybody else was talking about family clapbacks, child, let me tell you something. My immediate family is very small. Okay, we don't have too many people over. I mean, we do invite people, but you know, people got other stuff going on. This, that, and the third. It's really just, you know, my immediate family. So I ain't got to worry about all that clapback stuff, child. But I seen a lot of y'all making videos and stuff and talking about it. I'm like, girl, I ain't never heard of that. I mean, but there are like certain, you know, family gatherings that's just like, child, I got to be with this cousin, or I got to be in the same circumference of this uncle or this great aunt or whatever. You know, I mean, hey, I'm not trying to, you know, say nothing, but I'm just saying it was a pretty good Thanksgiving. I mean, next week I'll be on We Are You Radio for the first time. Well, one of my episodes will be, I think it'll be like 220, which is interesting. So just letting you know that moving forward, there will be some changes to the show. Not too much. Y'all, look, ain't gonna be too much of a change. Just know that for my YouTube and podcast listeners that are on, you know, that listen on demand, the show will release at 6 p.m. every Saturday. Okay, but you can watch it live on We Are You Radio, of course, at 5 p.m. I'm really happy about this. You know, this is definitely gonna help me in my journey in becoming like a radio host, and then, you know, I could put this on my LinkedIn saying that I am on air talent. So, you know, this is like a win-win. And I know it may be annoying that you got to wait for my stuff at 6 p.m., but hey, it is what it is. And I hope you guys enjoy it as I will. You know, ain't nothing changing. Okay. Just letting y'all know, giving y'all the heads up, child. Next week, I will be on. The podcast will go live for on-demand playing at 6 p.m. Now, we got a lot to get into. We do. And that's the reason why I actually came on the show, because I was like, I was going to let it slide, but you know, some of the topics that were talked about this week, I'm like, I need to put my little 2 cents into it, because I'm just like, hold up. Not Holly and DDG over here taking down this damn nail shop. Okay, we're going to get into that. We also going to get into the aftermath of this Diddy and Cassie lawsuit, child. You know, people are coming out the woodwork. You know, the downfall of Diddy is interesting. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about Teyana Taylor filing for a divorce a year ago, child. We'll talk more about that. And then, you know, we got some side topics. We got to get into Latto over here blaming us for, child, her beefs with all the female rappers. Are you dumb? Anyway, let's get right into it. You know, when it's just me, I like to get right into it. Okay. Now, first topic I want to get into is the Diddy aftermath, because when I tell you, you know, it's a lot. It is a lot. So as y'all already know, Cassie attempted to drop this bombshell lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of many things, you know, SA, DV, all that stuff, right? And to the internet's surprise, a day later, Cassie decided to settle, and now the case has now been dropped, I'm hearing. But there's more stories coming out. Okay. So people started sharing their views. Okay. People are starting to come out and, you know, not support this person. We have corporate giants trying to say that he shouldn't be the name of, well, I would say like big names in the liquor industry are trying to tell him to, like, you know, we don't want him to be the face of this liquor because of this situation. We got Macy's trying to phase out his clothing brand. I mean, we even got 50 Cent over here threatening to do a P. Diddy or surviving P. Diddy documentary. Okay, the people is not happy. Now, the most latest story that a lot of people are talking about this week was the fact that he made Cassie get breast implants. Now, I'm gonna get into it now. So, according to an anonymous source who talked exclusively with Daily Mail, Diddy once forced Cassie to get breast implants and then turned around and forced the doctor to take them out and do it again despite warnings it was unsafe, right? Now, a source says that she was a witness to the entire ordeal involving Diddy, Cassie, and Dr. Frank Ryan, right? Who did the breast augmentation back in 2009. The source says that Diddy and Cassie came for the consultation. Diddy talked the entire time. Usually the woman tells the doctor they want it, because this is something that they want to do, but Diddy was the one talking. Okay, he wanted Cassie's breasts to be fuller because she was flat chested. Cassie reportedly just sat there and allowed Diddy to make the plans. Then the very next day after the procedure, Diddy called Dr. Ryan to express his dissatisfaction with the boob job. He claimed that they were too big and they needed to be fixed now. Okay, Dr. Ryan insisted that it was way too early to fix it and that he would have to wait 6 months, and Diddy needed it to get fixed now. So that's exactly what happened. The same week, he did the reversal, and I guess he was more satisfied with this, but this left Cassie traumatized over the whole ordeal. I mean, we even got they have that the doctor felt away. They felt bad. The person that made this story, or the person that released this story to Daily Mail, they said that she was, basically treated like a lab rat and that she was just traumatized. She wouldn't say nothing. It was just like a real bad situation. And, here's the thing. And I have to say this is all alleged because this is a anonymous source that spoke to Daily Mail, but Daily Mail is pretty reputable. At this point, everybody can't be lying. Okay, that's how I'm going to start off my take with this. At this point, everybody cannot be lying. If people are coming out with their recollections of what they experienced with Diddy and what he did behind closed doors, and it's all looking the same, it's all looking deviant, it's all looking exactly what Jaguar said back in the day, child. I mean, the receipts are checking out. They are checking out. And mind you, after all these stories done came out, all these stories, we're not getting any defamation suits. We're not trying to try anybody that's coming out like Daily Mail. Diddy ain't trying to get them because it's right. And people can prove it. And I think there was another person that came out and said that he essayed some, allegedly. I gotta say those words, but whatever. Okay, so I had to do an additional edit for the podcast because I did not want to let that headline information out without giving my sources. So yes, Diddy is being hit with another lawsuit, child. The mogul was accused in a Manhattan Supreme Court lawsuit of sexually assaulting a woman he had drugged on a date in 1991. One of the last lawsuits brought under New York's Adult Survivors Act. Child. Now, according to NY Daily News, in the complaint, Joey Dickerson Neal also accuses Diddy of filming the attack. Reports state that the alleged victim is a former university student, but Dickerson Neal claims that Diddy assaulted her after they had dinner at a Wells restaurant in Harlem, and he invited her back into his studio. The lawsuit states that Diddy fed her a drug that put her in a physical state where she could not really comprehend anything, and that's where he had his way with the girl, allegedly. So a third accuser has now come out accusing Diddy of SA, and they claim that Diddy and Aaron Hall took turns doing what they were doing to this woman. So, and there was also an interview with Aaron Hall that he really goes in deep on how he likes to just go ahead and have his way with women. And it's just very revealing. And, it's a digital footprint now because it's being, plastered all over the blogs right now. It is really not looking good for Sean Diddy Combs. Okay. And that spokesperson, child, denies all claims. Okay. Says it's nothing more than a cash grab. I mean, here's the thing. Are some of these, and that's the question. Are some of these situations cash grabs? Maybe, maybe not. I think I'm very wary of when somebody comes out with their story and says, and is true and is where it has receipts to back their claims and stuff like that. It's always somebody else comes out and is like, oh, I did this too. And, you know, they want a piece of the pie, which in any case, I'm not defending Diddy because it's possible he could have did it. Okay. But I don't know. I'm gonna need more information on that one that just had come out. Now, when it comes to the Cassie situation and people and brands coming out and, you know, backing off from working with them, I would like to say I would like to applaud 50 Cent for making a post. Hopefully he wasn't trying to troll, but if he was trolling, at least he said something about it. At least he made the joke in defense of the victims. You get what I'm saying? Even if he was trolling, fine. Let's say he was, but he made that joke in spite of Diddy. And, you know, I was very disappointed in Joe Budden's response to this whole situation. We'll get into that right now. Okay. Because, and I'm not sure if I can play his stuff, but basically he says he does not want to touch on this subject because, you know, if the rumors are true and all the stuff that he did, you know, blowing up Kid Cudi's car and all this other stuff, that he doesn't want to, he wants no parts of this child. He's scared. He's scared Diddy gonna come out and get him. I was like, the fact that these dudes will literally tuck in their tails at any sense of any sign of danger when it comes to holding their own accountable. The thing is, though, Joe could have said nothing. Joe didn't need to say a goddamn word. If he was not going to really talk about it, why bring it up? Why bring up the situation and then say, well, I'm not going to talk about it. I know y'all want me to talk about it. I know y'all think that I'm the soothsayer and this, that, and the third. But you kind of are. Like, you are, and I've said this in previous videos, and I still think that you are too, even though this take was piss poor. But, you know, a broken clock works twice a week, right? You are the soothsayer in culture right now. Like, you are, people watch your shit, okay? People look to you for guidance, okay? People are influenced by what you say because of the platform that you have. So when you get on here and say, well, what is my opinion going to change? It's going to change because now it's going to add, because now since you talked about it, now all these other podcasters want to get their little take on it, and they might be, you know, they might swayed in your direction because you are the influence. And for you, to be honest, like I said in the beginning, he didn't have to say a word. If he wasn't really going to get into it, if he really, because he has, and he talked about how he got into Diddy before in the past. And I guess, I don't know, maybe Diddy kind of scared him or something like that, or had a conversation with him or whatever the case is, but he ain't going to talk about Diddy no more, child. You had no issues going back and forth with Drake, and Drake has been known to allegedly murk some people too. Okay, I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm just saying, you know, it's very selective and it's very, like I said, like it's just like a lot of men, especially straight men, and I gotta get into y'all. Okay, I'm sorry if y'all listen to my show. Y'all, I don't think y'all do, but I gotta get into y'all straight men because y'all do not hold each other accountable for the fuck shit that people in y'all communities be doing. That really doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I get it. You know, that's your group. You know, you gotta, I guess, bro code or whatever the case is. But like, I mean, if something is wrong, speak out on it. Okay, we got people like the Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club is being very neutral about the situation, very neutral. But if it was on the other end of the stick, y'all would get vile. If it was another top girl, I don't know. And also shout out to the women that have, you know, reprimanded Diddy. Shout out to that one woman podcaster that really ended the partnership, because she had a podcast that was with Revolt, which is one of Diddy's companies. And she basically came out with a statement. I don't know who the young lady is, but she came out with a statement basically saying, like, you know, I denounced everything that Diddy did and I'm going to end my partnership with Revolt and just that and the third. So I was like, see, I mean, and I'm not expecting people to do that, right? Like, I'm not expecting people like Jason Lee to be like, oh yeah, I'm not with that. I get it. If you paid by him, look, I mean, it is what it is. Integrity is out the window. I get it. But if you're not, you know, people like Joe Budden and stuff like that, if you're not tethered to him and his brand, if you ain't gonna talk about it, just don't say why you're not gonna talk about it. Just don't say it at all. Just come up with something else. Do another take. I don't know, Jal. People are finding out the truth of what he is. Like I said in my previous episodes, where that picture at? And people are not liking it. People are just not liking it, and they're pulling back. I'm very surprised that we're seeing brands like Macy's and different liquor company giants really come after him. And there was some pictures that came out of him, like he looked stressed. I could see the stress in his eyes. Okay. Like I said in my other podcast, even though Cassie settled, which is 100% her choice, and I feel like she should not be reprimanded for that, or people should not look. She took the $100 million because I heard that's what he gave her to not say nothing. She took the $100 million. I don't think, like I said, that's not a problem. But the damage is already done. The damage is already done. Okay, people. Now, this is a digital footprint, okay? Because a lot of people really didn't know. A lot of people really didn't know about Diddy and his past and the stuff that he does and all that. And I think this has gotten like mainstream attention, and now he's at a point now where he can't. This is not going. You can't pay this away. Even if you did, you paid her silence, but the damage is already done. The information is already out. Blogs are talking about it every day. In the whole grand scheme of things, and I know this is unfortunate to think about, in a couple months, ain't nobody gonna be talking about this. And he's gonna go back to his regular degla. Now, if somebody does a documentary, if that even comes to fruition, if 50 Cent even wants to do that, which I kind of, part of me think that he's trolling, but whatever. I think we'll see something. Something will happen. It'll get the same situation with R. Kelly. Like when that documentary came out, R. Kelly was finished. If a documentary comes out, I'm not sure if Diddy will be finished, but I definitely feel like it will hurt his brand to the point where he has to probably go on hiatus and step down from a lot of his leadership roles. I mean, that's about it. Diddy ain't going nowhere though. He's not like R. Kelly. That was a isolated incident. And even with R. Kelly, it took like years and years and years for him to actually get prosecuted. Imagine how long it's going to take Diddy, because a lot of his stuff happened years ago. Now, not for nothing, Carisha, I'm going to need you to blow the whistle, blink your left eye if something is going on, okay? Because you next. You the new one. If you got to get some extra security, if you got to look, come on, Carisha. I'm pretty sure that $200,000 a month ain't enough. Okay. Anyway, child, I did want to talk about the whole Teyana Taylor situation. Like, what the hell happened with that? So, Teyana Taylor filed for divorce a year ago. Okay, we just now finding about it, and that's cool. I love it when they keep things on a wrap, but things eventually have to come out. Now, as you know, the couple decided to break up after being married for years. While Teyana initially claimed that their split had nothing to do with cheating, it appears that it did, and included sprinkles of jealousy and narcissism as well, child. Now, according to TMZ, Teyana secretly filed a divorce almost a year ago. In her filing, she stated Iman would grow annoyed when they would attend public events together, and people asking to take pictures would ask him to like step out, get out the picture. I want to take the picture with Teyana Taylor, not you. That was just one example she gave to show Iman was really jealous of her success. She says when Iman signed a $40 million contract with NBA's Cleveland Cavaliers in 2015, that still wasn't enough to stop him from hating on her. This led to her dimming her spotlight to keep a peaceful marriage. That included turning down music and acting gigs. She also alleged that he has been involved in several cheating scandals. Keep in mind, she's previously stated infidelity wasn't the reason. It appears that Teyana wasn't lying when she said sometimes we say things that we really don't mean. This is very shocking to me. This is very, very shocking. Because, I don't know, I think Iman was Iman was different. I hate when the dude just see when you start and look. I'm not saying that we was with this dude, but you know, we really watched their lives. If you remember, they started, well, from what I remember, Teyana Taylor, that was Byron from Medea's Big Happy Family. Now she did a lot of dance stuff. She was always in the industry when she was I think she was a teenager or whatever. I remember her from Medea, and then the world got to know the two of them through that Kanye West video, Faded. Okay, and after that, we wanted to be in their lives, and that's when they had that little reality TV show, and everything was all cute, good in the neighborhood. I mean, it was like we was like in there. I'm not saying we was in their marriage, but it was like, you know, they really seemed like some real dope people. He seemed cool. You know, he not one of those, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't give narcissism. And that's what is really like raising my eyebrow a little bit. But you know, these dudes be lying behind closed doors. They be showing themselves, they be showing face. Okay, or saving face, there we go. In one instance, and then behind closed doors, they venomous as hell. So I don't know. I mean, I feel bad. I'm so sorry that she's going through that. You know, it's definitely, narcissism is not a fun experience at all, Chad. The whole thing of him being jealous of her success. I mean, these two. I mean, he's an NBA star. She's like a musician that acts and raps. Well, not rap, Chad. She's R&B singer. But I don't know. I mean, I think these two are at the same caliber of fame. If we being completely honest, I mean, he an NBA star, so I mean, don't that take the cake? I mean, ain't that the breadwinner, child? But I mean, I guess Teyana Taylor is more popular, and that makes sense because Teyana Taylor is in the industry. She's now helping out other artists with choreography. Like, she's just around. So I can see how, you know, she's like more, like she's more visible than he is. And at the end of the day, I think that if this is true, then she's right to leave, because you don't want to be around somebody that's jealous of your success. You don't want to be. I don't want to be around nobody. I don't care if they a lover, a brother, a mother, a freaking significant other. It's very hard to be with somebody that is jealous of your success, because you don't know when they're gonna snap. And a person that's jealous of you, that's around you, is gonna snap, and then they're gonna turn on you in any other way. Like, we got people that actually murked people off of this shit. Like, I remember hearing a story about these two models that like favored each other, and one of them was jealous of the other one's success, and he actually like tried to kill him. Well, he did actually. Like, I'm not a big fan of that. You know what I'm saying? So if you around me with that energy, I gotta let you go, because you sabotaging my career. And Teyana is kept. Teyana Taylor is better than me. You ain't gonna be dictating my life when it comes to my career. She better than me, because I'd have been like, look, you better suck it up, because I'm about to do this movie. Okay, and I'm about to, because at the end of the day, in situations like this, let's say Teyana Taylor dimmed her like to the maximum. She became full-on housewife. Okay, and she did everything she was supposed to do as a wife, and this, that, and the third. And then his ass start cheating. His ass leave her. What the hell she gonna do now? I'm telling you, make your money. When you in these relationships with these dudes, these industry dudes, or people in general, that women in general, that decides to be with a man that's above their pay grade, make sure you're making your own money too. Because let me tell you something, the moment you start not doing that and doing what you supposed to be doing, you know, we back in the 1950s, child, housewife, all that, and then he leave your ass high and dry, you ain't got nothing to fall back on. That's what I always say, child. And people that's jealous of you, child, that's just, I don't even know why that's a thing. Because in my perspective, and don't call me no opportunist, y'all, if my partner is thriving and is successful, I'm happy for the family. You know what I'm saying? Like a win for you is a win for me. And I'm not trying to say that on no opportunistic, like I'm going to use you or this, that, and the third, but I'm just saying, like, that is a good win for the family, because if you winning, that mean we eating, that mean we doing this good thing, and we doing what we got to do. Like, I can be with I can date a whole podcaster, and I would, you know, because I feel like we would have a lot in common. This person could get signed by Spotify tomorrow. Okay, did an interview with Oprah. Okay. And I'm going to be happy for the person. I'm going to be happy for him. Okay. I'm going to be like, yes. Okay. I ain't going to try to, use you or anything like that. But, a win for you is a win for me. I don't know why people in relationships are jealous. That is something that is very toxic. And I think that needs to be addressed. And if not fixed, leave. Okay. So I'm with whatever Teyana Taylor got going on. I'm sorry that this happened to you. We really thought this was going to be a great relationship. But, people change. You get into a relationship with somebody and they 100% out. They do a whole, what they call a 180. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that topic, child. We'll move on, honey. Okay, now this other topic I wanted to get into was none other than, child, DDG and his negligence as a person that has a big platform to sit there and make up this damn story. And how... Okay, we're going to have to get into it. Okay, so DDG makes this tweet that woke everybody up. Okay, and basically he said this place is racist towards black people. They kicked out my girlfriend while doing her nails. Please give them a 1 star. They don't deserve business. Perfect nails. And then he got the link. He got the Yelp link. Okay. So people are giving these people hate mail, like all across the board. Okay. Let me show some of them, right? Look at these reviews, child. Somebody said, let me bring the mic over. Horrible. Worst experience I ever had. If I can give a negative star, not a negative star, child. Very rude and disrespectful. I would not recommend it. Like, people are giving this a 1 star and they're giving these comments like they've been there, child. Like, it is a mess. And here is the thing, right? So right after that, Holly makes her statement. She makes her statement. I'm going to show Holly's statement and I'm going to show the actual nail tech person's statements. But here we go.
Just got back in town and she always has her nails done really nice all the time and never really needs them done, but she needed her toes done. So I told her
she's talking about Chloe.
Place. I'm like, well, come with me today to the place I've been telling you about, the Russian manicure place. Like, it's good, it's good. So we were excited to go. I set the appointment for 3:10, right? I called the lady back and I made sure, I'm like, I'm going to get there early. My sister has something right before, so she might be a few minutes late. Is that okay? And she told me, of course, that's okay. 15, 20 minutes late is okay. Mind you, I'm thinking the appointment is at 3:10. So I get there early, like at 3. They start taking off my Gel X. Everything's going well. I'm getting excited. My sister's coming. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait for her to relax and everything, have a good time too. So I get there and immediately the lady starts saying, where's your sister? You need to check her in, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, she's on her way. I told you, like, she was going to be a few minutes late. She's on her way though. How long? Because we have back-to-backs. Mind you, no one is in this place. It's empty. There's like one girl getting her nails done and no one else is in there but me. I'm like, okay. She said she's like 9 minutes away. And then she like starts giving me faces like 9 minutes isn't gonna work. So I'm slowly but surely starting to get a little bit irritated because I'm like, I have been a consistent customer here for the past few weeks. I brought like them so many people. My glam team goes there now to get their nails done. Like, I have really brought them a lot of customers. And then Chloe walks in and she's like, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to be canceled. And I said, you know what? In the middle of my toes being taken off, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. We will just take our business elsewhere. And I get up, my feet still wet, my hands still all powdery. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, no worries. Because I'm not going to let you tell me that my sister can't get her nails done, but I'm going to sit here and get my nails done. No. Like, no. So I got up and we both got up out of there. And I said, you know what? God bless you. Have a wonderful day. I didn't get attitude as Aries as I could have. Chloe said I was still really nice, but I just told her that is unacceptable and rude because I've been a loyal customer. So that really disappointed me. I got so upset I started crying. Chloe was laughing at me and was like, Allie, it's okay, it's okay.
Okay, now this is the lady's response. I'm gonna pause it right here, right now. As it pertains to Holly, okay, because it's clear that this video came out after DDG's clumsy take on the situation. So not only was that thing that he said was a lie, Holly is not reprimanding him. Holly is not saying that, hey, this is 100, what he said was 100% not true. I mean, I get it. We got to be a unit when you together, whatever. But like, he flew off the handle. He was the one that brought up the whole race thing, which got everybody talking. Because I'm just like, okay, so what's going on? Who we got to fight? Is that and the third? And lo and behold, the company said that Chloe was actually 35 minutes late. Now, it's their words against theirs, right? Of course. But being that your camp, Holly, is already lying on shit, because, you know, you and DDG are a representation of each other. So he came out and said his little piece, he lied, and you coming out with this little story is looking shaky. It's not looking good on your side. Okay? Now, this is what the lady had to say.
And client who was loyal, and she was a couple times already at our salon, and she was totally happy. That's why she was coming back, and she offered to so many her friends to our place. And we know that people, like, it's not random people they came and they said from who they coming from, which is thank you so much. We trying to be the best at the market. Anyways, she made appointment today at 3 p.m. for her and her sister. Later, she called me back and she said, like, unfortunately, they can't be on time, and she wanted to reschedule 30 minutes late, which I said, I'm sorry, we are fully booked today, and we can't take you if you're gonna be 30 minutes late. Then she said, okay. She came 15 minutes late, which is normal, and I said, yes, 10-15 minutes, you can be late. She almost argued with me that why I can't accept her sister. And I explained, which is normal, but she didn't understand. And at the end, she said, okay, we are leaving. I said, I'm so sorry, but we can't. Like, we still can continue your service, but not for your sister. Randomly, I started to see that on my Yelp page, every second I get 1-star reviews. And I get so bad reviews where people saying, like, burn in hell, we are racist,
girl,
we are very bad. We kicked out someone, like, which is like, okay, I understand. But when I see that people texting me that, like, then I understood that it's all about this person. Half of the stories wasn't true, but somebody for her posted on Instagram, where's the page almost 2 million. They posted like, go to this business page and write 1-star reviews, which is okay, but they texting me so bad. Now I get non-stop phone calls from like different states. Like, first I didn't know what's happening. I started pick up the phone and people were saying racist, burn in hell, kill yourself, I'm sorry, fuck your business. Like, and I got non-stop these calls. Now I'm really scared just to go back to work tomorrow in the morning because I'm pregnant and you don't know what's gonna happen. You know, what if I'm gonna go to my work and random people, because you never know.
Okay, so yeah, look, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure there was an argument that took place because, you know, at the end of the day, my sister came late, but at the end of the day, she on her way. Like, why cancel her appointment? I think that sometimes too, celebrities feel like they need some type of special treatment, even though they're the ones that are late. Now, I understand when it comes to like service workers that do, you know, hair, nails, whatever. There's times that we come early and y'all are late, right? But there's also times that y'all are late and they have to move on to somebody else or they got other people going on. Now, your whole thing, Holly, saying that, oh, there was nobody else in the nail salon, I'm pretty sure they had other appointments at certain times. So they weren't going to be there physically. It just doesn't make any sense. And then she made a comment. I tried to screenshot it, But she did make a comment saying, I don't know what the big deal is with the laughing emojis, basically saying that, don't give them bad reviews, but it's just I had a bad experience and I was just talking about it casually on Snapchat. No, you were cleaning the shit up. You were cleaning up DDG's mess. That's what you were doing. But you really didn't clean it up that much. Okay. You made us all side eye you now because the story just wasn't adding up. You said she was 15 minutes late. They saying it's 35 minutes late. I mean, at the end of the day, if you got an appointment and you late, that's just off principle, child. You lost that appointment. Are you well over the appointment window time? Then that's just it. You don't have an appointment. And I don't think, and in Holly's defense, I don't think she had any intentions talking about this at all. Like I said, I think it's because of DDG's tweet that started it all. She felt like she had to clear things up. But get your man, honey. Get your man. He over here is sharing the Yelp link, getting his how many followers he has to go over there and send her threats. And people are not just doing, they just doing it just to do it. They ain't doing it because they actually care, child. Like, they just doing it because they love, because it's funny to review bomb a small business. I mean, it's, ooh. And the whole question of them being racist, I think that we also have to stop using that card every single time we have a disagreement or a back and forth situation and the person is black and white. The people are black and white. Okay. It's not always a racist, discussion. I mean, that's what kind of woke everybody up. But we have to stop using that card every single time because I don't think that was that situation. I think it was a misunderstanding. I think Chloe was late. What Holly was saying in there, I know it was clipped from what I shared to y'all. She did say that she had like a Russian accent, and sometimes people that are Russian, they have like this they sound okay. And let me not be xenophobic. I'm not trying to be, but I'm just saying, like she said that they have this way of speaking that comes off like aggressive. So if you already knew that, then them talking to you about her being late, they probably wasn't trying to be mean or anything like that. They probably was just trying to let you know, like, we got to cancel the situation. It was a disagreement, and she ended up just like, they both ended up leaving, which is their choice. They are free to do whatever they want, but you have to understand, if you're not arriving at the time and then you're past the window time, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are Beyonce or Jesus Christ. You late. You missed your window. I'm not going to jeopardize my other appointments because you're famous. And I think that it's very irresponsible to use your platform to literally bully this girl because this girl has been getting death threats. I think that's wrong too. Okay, whatever. If she said what she said in there and got in your face and said some real nasty stuff to y'all, because I feel like she was kind of hiding what she said too, because everybody want to hide what they said in the argument to make them look like the good person. But you are also bad too, Holly. Okay, you are also way off too, DDG, for using your platform to try to bully this girl. We all know that she probably, she doing her job. People probably could be going into her salon. This girl is mortified to work. I think that is very irresponsible as a creator. Or I wouldn't say creator, as a person that has a big influence on people. Very irresponsible. And I'm side-eyeing them on this situation. Now, I love me some Chloe and Holly, but I am side-eyeing y'all for this situation. Okay? I don't see how y'all gonna come back from this, but it is what it is. Now, one other topic I wanted to get into was none other than Latto. Girl. We got a couple of topics to get into before I'm getting out of here, Jared, because I got to eat my breakfast. Latto over here blaming stan culture on the reason why she beefed with the girls and Nicki. Okay, let's get into it. So Latto did an interview with XX Magazine. She talked about array of things. Okay, one in particular was she talked about how essentially stan culture is to blame for a lot of the female rap beefs, right? Now, she said, in quotes, I think it really don't be a problem until we let fans, stans, or whatever, like outsiders, once they get in the mix, I think that stirs the pot because it's like we will all be fans of each other and commenting and following each other, whatever. Once they get compared to, they turn us against each other, which is very weak-minded of us as female rappers Very weak-minded of you. You let it get there. This is the part that I found very interesting. She said, I will take that accountability. I don't think truly at heart it's us. She continued, once people are infiltrating your mind and got you thinking, and now you feel this type of way without even addressing the person, now you're addressing the fans. I think we be falling for these traps. Okay, so first things first. Okay, the part where she said, I will take that accountability. I don't think truly at heart it is us. That don't even make any sense. Now, you gonna take accountability, but it's not us. What? What are you saying, Latto? What? This girl don't know what's going on. I don't think this girl know how to talk, really. Because how are you gonna take accountability and then say it's not us? I think that do stan culture vlogs, toxic people that have stans that are, fans of people. Do they stir the pot with a lot of the female rappers and get them to beef? I think that everybody plays a part in it. You cannot just single out one group of people for the reason why you're beefing with other female rappers. Because we have to, and we want to talk about accountability. Let's be accountable for what the things that you do, honey, because you are the ones that get offended by the fans. You say what you say. And then the other rapper don't like what you said, and then that's how it starts to be. Basically, the whole thing with Nicki. Let's bring that up. Okay, you got mad because you thought she was subbing you. You thought that she was subbing you. Y'all had a conversation about this interview that you did where you brought her up, and she was basically, and Nicki was telling you her grievances about that situation. You got on a show, a platform that the person don't even like her. And you saying what you're saying, yeah, she got offended. Yeah, she felt away and she called you on it. She didn't make no sub on Twitter. She talked to you directly because at that time y'all was cool. And you released it when you thought she was dissing you in the Twitter spaces, in the Twitter, tweets. So make no mistake, this is not the work of just stan culture. It is also you, honey. All of your beefs with Ice Spice, allegedly, your beef with Coi Leray. She said she ain't want you to put her on the song. She didn't want you to put her on the song. You know that girl got problems with, her being skinny and all that, being joked about that. Like, Latto, I need you to take accountability, honey. You need to take the accountability for what the shit that you do. Now, do stan culture and blogs play a part? Yes, they do. That is a part of the story, but it takes two to tango. We can't make y'all beef with these people. It's only you and the other person that you're beefing with. I just found that so funny. I thought it was I found it so funny. I was like, girl, what, Latto? And then people in the comments are saying, it sounds like this is a failed attempt at trying to apologize to Nicki. Girl, just apologize and move on. You she's the generous queen, sugar. You ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna get a song with her. But, she'll let you slide. Girl. And you doing this all around the whole Pink Friday rollout, girl, get out of here with this mess, child. Talk about accountability, child. I can't with these rappers, chill. All right, now we got to get into this last topic because it really grinded my gears. Ooh, we're not playing that. You already know what we got to get into. We got to talk about Kai. Cenat, bitch, I don't care. Y'all gonna come for me on Instagram or on TikTok rather, because I said his name wrong. I don't give a goddamn how his name is pronounced. Okay. Now, this Twitch streamer gets into some hot water this week after having a 9-year-old rapper on his stream. And while he had this 9-year-old rapper on his stream, he did a freestyle in which the young child rapped about assaulting a woman sexually. Okay. I'm not going to play the video because I don't want to hear that again. So of course, this didn't pan out well for said streamer. And we did see Kai reprimand him and tell him not to say that, and that's not the right thing to do, which is rightfully so. I mean, he's on your stream, he's saying some like that. Okay, you want to protect your brands and your businesses, this, that, and the third. So I talked about this on TikTok, and I was berated by a lot of Kai stans and a lot of young people in general. Child, I'm getting hate DMs as we speak, girl. People are commenting on my stuff. Y'all want to follow me on TikTok? Look what they saying on their child. They saying all types of you fat, you femme, you did this, that, and the third child. I'm getting all that on TikTok, and I do not care because I said what I said. Okay, because see, the thing is, people on in my comments are talking about, oh, you didn't see the full stream. You didn't see the full stream. In the full stream, he was trying to teach him how to be a kid. Like, he was showing him toys and he was doing all this stuff. And he did all of that for the enjoyment of his thousands of viewers. Y'all see what I'm getting at? Okay. I don't care about context. I don't care about what happened afterwards. I don't care about what he was trying to do. You had a child on here known, and he was, because it's the same child that Candace Owens was getting into, talking about, you know, the parents should be to blame and they should be reprimanded for having this child rap in such vulgar ways for the enjoyment of adults. I don't like Candace Owens at all, but she was spot on when she talked about that. And now you're on Cenat's stream rapping about rape. I don't care what type of context or what he was trying to teach him afterwards, before giving him toys, trying to teach. That is his parents' job. And the fact that he did that, and the fact that people are saying that, oh no, you don't know what he did, you didn't watch the rest, like, it's making me feel like the whole thing was a skit. And that he told him to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think that, but I'm just saying, I think that this definitely caught Kai off guard, and he definitely, you know, sobered up and was like, okay, hold on. You ain't messing up my brands of business. I just got heat from doing that jail stream. I got heat from the little riot thing that he started when he was giving out free PS5s, you know. And I don't got, and people saying, oh, you trying to cancel him or you just don't like it. I don't have no problem with, I think he's really funny. I think he's really entertaining. And yes, he has a lot of children following him, but I know if you ask their parents how do they feel about that, I'm pretty sure they don't like that at all. They don't allow them to watch, you know, Cenat. But kids are gonna be kids. You know, we all had a YouTube growing up. I grew up with YouTube. I watched everything. It doesn't mean that I should have watched everything, right? So I don't care what anybody says that, oh, well, you didn't, like, no context will excuse what this child said. I think that Kai used this platform irresponsibly. Okay. He should have never had this child on here at all. Whether your content panders to children or not. He shouldn't have had this child on here at all. And that's just basically what it is. And I don't think that he should get all the heat. I think that this boy's parents should, but the parents aren't the one that's famous here. It's this child and it's Kai. So yeah, yesterday I was like gaslit by a whole lot of illiterate Kai stands, and I don't really care. You know, I'm very calm. I was kind of upset, but then I had to look at it. I had to really look at the comments and was looking at people's profiles and stuff like that. I'm like, these are literal kids. I'm like, what the hell I look like arguing with some goddamn kids? They will never understand it. And then there are some grown people that are talking about it. I guess joking about rape is not a deal breaker for y'all. That's not like a, whoa, this is a problem. And I think that more and more kids will watch this clip and will think that this type of behavior is funny, and they'll try to emulate that. And they'll maybe even try to say, oh, rape ain't that bad. This is exactly why I feel like rape culture should be taught in schools along with sex education. Because you need to know what exactly to say and what not to say, because this is not acceptable. And I'm pretty sure his parents did not give a goddamn you giving us clout, you giving us money. So yeah, keep them antics up. I don't care what type, and I'll go back and say this from Tom Blue in the goddamn face. I don't care what type of context that was. Joking about rape is wrong. Okay. He had no control over it, but you had him on your platform. And if you didn't have him on your platform, this wouldn't have been a thing. Okay. And so for that, Kai is to blame in that way. I don't think that he should be canceled. Look, make your money. I want everybody to make their money. Everybody have made mistakes before in the past. It is what it is. I'm not saying that he should be canceled. I think that he's a very entertaining content creator, and he'll go on and do great things or whatever. But like, try not to have these type of people on your show, child, because it's messing up your brand. And like I said, I have no, I am a nobody compared to Kai. Let's be very clear, but it was appalling to see. And everybody is saying it. You could lose some brand deals for that. But I mean, I don't think he will. I think that, Twitch is very lenient on certain things, just as long as you don't go too far, child. But I don't know, child. That's all I have to say. That is all the topics I have for this week. But yeah, that was episode 219. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and share. Please leave a comment. I will see y'all next week. Remember, we're going to be on We Are You Radio. Okay. You can watch me live at 5 p.m. The information for that station is in the description. And yeah, I will see y'all guys next time.